Today we're going to be looking at numerical patterns in terms of relationships and what do we see. But before I can get into that, we need to look at WES. W is what I know. It's the info provided. To solve a problem. But be careful because they may give you useless information. And useless information is just information that I don't need to solve this particular set of problems. E is equation. Go back and read again. And find the problem that it's asking you to solve. And S is my solution sentence. And a solution sentence is just a detailed sentence stating my answer. So now that we know WES, let's look at numbers 8, 9, and 10. Bur oak and hickory trees are deciduous, which means that they lose their leaves seasonally. A bur oak is 25.5 feet tall and grows 1.5 feet each year. A hickory is 30 feet tall and grows 1.5 feet each year. Complete the chart to show the heights of the two trees each year for 5 years. So I'm starting out with the bur oak at 25 and the hickory at 30. What I tell my students to do is work one column at a time. That way you're better able to see where you're working from. So I'm adding 1.5 feet per year. So starting and then plus 1.5 will give me my total for year 1. So 25.5 plus a half is 26, plus 1 is 27, plus a year and a half, or a foot and a half. 27 plus 1.5 gives me, 28.5. Good job. Plus 1.5. Well, 28.5 plus a half gets me to what? Right, 29. 29 plus 1, yes, 30. Plus 1.5, you're good at this, 31.5. 31.5 plus 1.5. Okay, let's look at it. 31.5 plus 1/2 is how much? Right, it's 32, because this half piece bumps me up to my next whole number. 32 plus 1, yes, 33. Now let's look at the hickory. 30 plus 1.5, right? 31.5. 31.5 plus 1.5. Yeah, it's 33. 33 plus 1.5. Yes, it's 34.5. 34.5 plus half, right, plus 1. Yes. 36. 36 plus 1.5. Yes. 37.5. If each tree continues to grow 1.5 feet each year, how tall will the tree be after 15 years? So, that's what I know. Now let's go back, read again to find the problem. If each tree continues to grow 1.5 feet each year, how tall will it be after 15 years? Well, I know how tall it is after 5 years. So 5 to 15 is 10 years. I can extend my chart out 10 rows, or I can find a problem. We're going to look at both ways. So the problem I see is 1.5 times 10 for the burr plus 33. For the hickory, I see 1.5 times 10 plus 37.5. And then this is where I will write my sentence. So what do I know? What is one thing I know about multiplying a decimal by a 10? Yes, that decimal is going to get bigger. So I move my decimal over. 15 plus 33 equals 48. 15 plus 37.5 equals 52.5. Now, what sentence can you say? Right, after 15 years, the burr, oak, and the hickory will be 48 and 52 inches tall. That's exactly right. So after 15 years, burr oak will be 48 feet tall, hickory 52.5 feet tall. You can say that. That is perfectly fine. Now, what relationship? We're going to look at this word right here. Relationship. What do you notice between the height of the burr and the height of the hickory every year? I think I'm going to look at year 3 to notice my difference. From 30 to 34.5 is how far? Yeah. So what do you notice about the height? The hickory, because remember we're writing a solution sentence, so it has to be a sentence that answers the question. Is always 4.5 feet taller than the oak. Than the burr oak tree. And that's all I have to say. That's all it's asking me to see, is what is the relationship? Well, the hickory tree is always taller, but I have to be able to be specific. So I can say 25.5 plus blank equals 30. I know that puts me at 4.5. Or I can say 30 plus 4.5 equals 34.5 feet tall. You can say either equation to prove your evidence. I hope this has helped, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye.